We are situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Oakland Raiders. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready? 90, Wolf.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. He finds an opening past the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. The Jets were 26th in rushing in the NFL last year. That's a big reason they went and signed Bell back on March 13th. And plays like that give them optimism that they can move up the pecking order in the NFL rushing ranks. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Second and 11. That one caught by Gibson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's got this complete to Bellamy. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Tighten up, tighten up. White. Switch. Blue draw corker.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now! 180! Hey, we're good! 180! 54, right there. 694! Stay with your man! That's it!
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. There's a short little toss to Carrier. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Mike 54! Mike 54! Hey, Alpha! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. It's fresh! 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Hey, 734.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out.
Now, go Chief. 185. It's just me and you. You're mine. Hey, exit. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. All day, just like that. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Hey, Echo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Get the
Here we go on fourth down with Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
That's a gain of 3.
He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Kill. It's first.
On first down, it's Jackson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense. And, oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
What now? Ready? Check. Walk 54. Here we go.
They'll run on first down. Jackson, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Express. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
On second down, it's Jackson. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's coming.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. Caught here by Bell. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Set, ready? 10-2, stop. Go, go. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Yep. Crash, crash. Hey, Mike's 50, man.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. On first down, Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Trecon, 132 fighter. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go, yo, yo, go, go. That's me.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the catch, it's Crowder. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
15 line. 15 line. Check, 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 check. On twist. Smooth. Hey! Shoot!
Back to throw. That one complete to Anderson. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, orbit. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. And Anderson's got it. 11 yards there, first down. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 7.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Herndon hauls it in for the Jet touchdown. Chris Herndon, as the first half is winding down, and the Jets are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll run with Jackson, and he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Going down. 57. Mike, 57.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's now 4th down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Switch.
Here we go on 4th down. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run again with Jackson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Henry Anderson, big man from Stanford, there for the stop. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 9. 637. Express.
They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Raiders have got him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Go.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Protein spill.
Trick three.
You're out. Hey, wahoo. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Get ready. Express.
They'll run it with Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here's Jackson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We got three.
On second down now, it's Jackson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Monday, down. You lady.
Give me that
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
On the run, this is Jackson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, Jacobs. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. They've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, exit.
Hey. We got 3. 3 down. Hey. 50.
2nd and 10. Gets past one man. This one caught by Crowder. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Two-jet bombers. Hey, Echo.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
You draw quarter.
On 1st down, Bell. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, high 7.
Mine's 50. Check tight. Hey, check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. And this is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 40 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Raiders on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Let's get it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
1st down, Raiders.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Jackson, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Now a give, right side. Jackson. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 63 yards as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets Jets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
49, check 49, check 49.
Again, it's Bell. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 33.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And Wynn there to work it inside the 25. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
8-3, 80 weapons.
Let's go. Check 31, check 31. Watch the ship.
They'll go again with Bell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Go! 60 outlaw. Go, go.
Ricky. 58's the mic. 58.
Five.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
6-man. Check curl. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Me and you on deck.
On the carry, it's Jackson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. On third down, it's Jackson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.